You see, my gorgeous Libra, it is the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of July that are going to be super powerful when it comes to you, but in particular, when it comes to the actual desire, determination, and the very, very strong willpower, it's going to take over. This is an important willpower because it's at the same time going to re-energize you. At the same time, it's going to clear so many pathways. It's going to reflect on you so beautifully, and it's also going to almost immediately be very beneficial for your own balance. And that in return, it's going to provide you with not only like a very powerful desire, determination, and the willpower, but it's also going to provide you with an important control over a situation in return. This is a powerful moment in time because also when it comes to your psychic feelings, also when it comes to your subconscious mind, this is most certainly going to be an important time when it comes to your own enlightenment, when it comes to your own illumination. This is most certainly going to be all connected to the perspective that is going to become so significant later on this month, and it's most certainly going to change your life for the better indeed, of course. On another hand, the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of July, my gorgeous Libra, it's not only going to completely start re-energizing you beautifully, that is also going to enhance your power, in particular when it comes to some kind of deception and some kind of obscurity and some kind of dishonesty. This is not going to surprise you. This is going to be something, the situation connected to someone and something that you were aware about, but it's to do with an important confirmation at the same time when your vibration is going to be really powerful. It's going to provide you with this strength and power to actually deal with it, because it's going to increase your subconscious mind. It's going to increase your psychic levels. Your 3rd psychic eye is going to be like staring. No, your 3rd psychic eye is going to be like a full on here, which means that you're going to be able to connect to your life and to your spiritual journey and to your feelings, from a completely different point of view, from a completely different angle, where you are going to be provided with a completely different picture. And this is going to be very important because you're going to come to terms with something. Okay, you're gonna come to come to terms with the situation, and it's to do with the self-denial. It's to do with the self-denial, but it's also to do with the hidden emotion. It's to do with who you are, what you need to do in order to get where you want to get, but also most importantly, it's to do with the actual creativity. It's to do with an important moment in time. This is the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of July, my gorgeous Libra. It's to do with the creativity. It's to do with an important beginning, but you're just gonna be feeling, that push, that beautiful push, within yourself that you didn't feel for a while. And this is nothing unusual because we have all been affected in a certain way by the energies that have been going on around the world, and we have been affected by these energies, but in particular it affected people, certain people or some people, when it comes to the actual present moment and when it comes to the future planning. So this is a lot going to start shifting itself here, and it's going to be important because it's about the perspective and opportunities that you're going to be having at the same time. This is going to be absolutely remarkable moment in time when it comes to your personal gain, and also the beginning of a very, very meaningful experience is going to take place, and this experience is going to be almost like an adventure. And exactly 26 days later, this is going to start unfolding itself like there is no tomorrow. Exactly 26 days later, you will see where this is going to be leading to, and you will see how important these first 3 days of the actual July were, in particular when it comes to you, my gorgeous Libra, and in particular when it comes to the actual new beginning. Do you see here? Very important. Do you see here? Very powerful. Do you see here? Very significant indeed. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's for July 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's for July 2020, and your number is number 222. Number 222, it's a quite interesting number because it is connected to the new beginning, it's connected to the new start, but it's just the absolutely fantastic, mind-blowing process and progress that it's going to take place, and it's also going to provide you with three, my gorgeous Libra, three interesting and very powerful and very significant opportunities. At the same time, you will be showered by this powerful energy. Number 222, it's all about you, a new beginning, and also right standing in the middle of your own process, of your own progress, with your own strength and power that you didn't feel in a long time, my babies, in a long time. At the same time, number 222, my babies, it's also to do with the justice. You will hear about an important moment when it comes to some kind of justice, and that moment in time will be also very powerful when it comes to you, because it's something that you have been expecting, something that you really was waiting, and you were waiting for this moment. And also it's to do with a swift change of activity that were really slow so far, and now they're gonna take an amazing progress. Just remember, my babies, that you will hear, you will first be aware of the progress and the process that is gonna start taking place. It's important, but just remember, as soon as you're aware of that, just pay attention to what news or what message you're gonna have and you're gonna hear, because that message in itself is gonna be absolutely super important when it comes to the new beginning, in particular when it comes to the vision that you're going to have at the beginning of the week. You see, it's important, because that vision will be everything indeed. It's almost like karmically it's going to be like ooh la la vavomish moment in time, because your energy will be very strong, so therefore you will be able to manifest, and that is going to be very beneficial for your own progress, in particular with things that have been quite slow so far. On another hand, number 222 means it's very wise. The whole month you're going to feel very wise, and that wiseness is also going to be pushing you through, and it's going to be enhancing your own power when it comes to making important judgments, and also when it comes to serene knowledge. It's so important because spiritually you will be very beautifully penetrated indeed, and that in itself is going to really bring this hidden emotion, something that you're not doing but you should be doing, something that you're not making but you should be making. You should be expressing yourself in these particular ways. The hidden emotion, my babies, that is most certainly going to come to the surface. It's to do with your practicality. You need to be analytical. Just remember, it's important to be analytical this month. You will know what I mean indeed. But also it's so important to say that things that have been making you restrained, they're gonna come to an end, and you will see, that's the end of that process, that's the end of that journey. But that doesn't matter, because on another hand, it's all about the perspective and new beginning that you're actually going to have. This also, number 222 in numerology, when it comes to July, my babies, it's also very important when it comes to the actual prosperity, well-being, and luxury. You're not only going to find yourself on the path for the actual nice comfort, but it's to do with your security, and it's to do with your something that you expected, but also most certainly very successful moment in time. It's actually to do with the success through your own gain, and that in itself is going to be absolutely super relevant when it comes to making and overcoming a certain obstacle. The certain obstacle that you're going to overcome this month, it's going to be connected to a rather challenging situation, and that is going to be so good because it's going to work in your favor. And most certainly it's going to be a rather victorious moment in time, my gorgeous Libra. Indeed, I'm so happy for you, because this is all about the successful negotiation that you're going to have, my baby. So that in itself, you just take on another level by using this wonderful energy, this wonderful vibration. So if you do need to prove yourself, if you do need to negotiate, if you do need to start some kind of important progress and process, you should do it in July, because the energy is going to be so important, and therefore it's going to be much more beneficial for you indeed. On another hand, my babies, if you want to apply for the work, for the job, for example, to just try to apply for as many jobs this month, because it's going to bring you something really important. And for those of you that are retired, this is also going to be a rather successful moment in time, because you shall be provided with a rather beautiful opportunity, but it's also going to be connected to the certain learning process and something that you're going to need to brush up on, but it's to do with who you are and what you should be doing, what maybe you used to do like a quite while back, but now it is just going to become evident that now it's time to kind of move on with certain things that have been kind of stale. So it's an important moment in time indeed. For those of you who are actually wondering about health and nutrition, this is absolutely superb moment in time. Make sure that you actually move your body, move your body, move your make sure that you move your body, make sure that you move your body a little bit, like make sure that you basically exercise, if you're able to exercise, of course, you know, make sure that you that you exercise a little bit, or you move your body in a certain direction, and you're going to find certain directions you're going to find it's rather beneficial. Meditation and the grounding and the connection and reconnection with the nature would be wonderful for you this month, because you will be very spiritual, you will be very deep. So therefore that is going to help you with the balance, you know, later on, to understand things when things start unfolding and happening, because you're going to surprise yourself. It's going to be quite good. On another hand, make sure that you're taking something still. I said millions of times, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it again, something to boost your immune system. Organic acerola cherry powder. It's a natural form of vitamin C. You take 1 glass of water, my baby, in the morning, and in the evening, ideally twice, 1 glass of water, 1 teaspoon, mix it up and drink it twice a day. But if you can't do it twice a day, at least once every single day, on the very first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. And this is going to boost your immune system by increasing vitamin C levels. What else I was going to say, it's going to be absolutely super important to actually take something like a vitamin D and the zinc. These 3 things are going to be absolutely super beneficial to boost your immune system. What else I was going to say, quite important, it's going to be beneficial for your bones as well. On another hand, try to get like a boron B. Boron, it's a natural supplement which is going to be beneficial for your sensitive bones, which you're going to have this month, and it's also going to be very beneficial for your concentration, and it's going to be beneficial for your pineal gland. I need you to take something to feed your pineal gland with, and this would be like a natural boron supplement, and organic chlorella, and perhaps something like a natural beetroot supplement as well would be quite good in order to boost your pineal gland. Pineal gland is basically our 3rd psychic eye, but which is located here at the back of our head. It's one of the most sensitive parts of our bodies, but it can be our body. It can be blocked like through some fluoridation of the water and things like that. So that's why I want you to take this, because it's going to help you to feed your pineal gland. That's like your 3rd psychic eye, and this is in return going to help you to connect better, and also is going to help you along this journey, because it's going to help you so beautifully with your spiritual growth. On another hand, try to avoid fluoride toothpaste and fluoride mouthwash, because you know, some people don't understand maybe that fluoride in the toothpaste and in the mouthwash is not natural, it's chemical, and it's not really good. And in particular when it comes to your pineal gland, no baby, no, it's not beneficial for it. So try to avoid toothpaste with fluoride and mouthwash with fluoride, and try to get toothpaste without fluoride and mouthwash without fluoride. I know I've said this before, but this is really important. If you are going for the natural toothpaste and mouthwash, my favorite would be like aloe vera and tea tree, combination of aloe vera and tea tree. Okay, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, then you just need to check with your doctor, you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Libra, or not. Okay, so now the second date, because of the first important dates were 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of July. So now it's the 17th of July. The 17th of July, look at this, my babies, you've got double 7, you know, and this is important because on the 17th of July, in particular, if you become aware of any couple of digits or 3 digits or any digits repeating like 77 or 777 or 77 and 77, this is the moment in time when you will know that a very important moment is about to unfold, and the promise is going to come and happen through your own wake-up call, which is also at the same time almost immediately going to bring a new focus connected to an important perspective. Okay, so pay attention to the actual any numbers that are repeating. Even if you don't see that they're repeating, that's absolutely fine, but if you see them repeating, then you will be aware of the actual moment in time when this is going to take place or when this is going to unfold. On another hand, is the 17th of July. It's going to bring you like, oh my god, this is an important day, you know, because it's to do, this is going to be very personal. It's something that was going on in your life for the last 9 months. Maybe it didn't unfold the way you wanted it to unfold. Maybe you were unhappy. Maybe this was bringing you down. It is just some kind of like a energy that you were putting into something in certain part of your life, but you didn't get it back. You weren't getting it back. So the actual 17th of July, pam, 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 it's going to bring a successful moment in time. And this is to do with your security. It's to do with your material attainment. You're going to find yourself on an advanced level, my gorgeous Libra, you know, and it's important because it's going to reflect on your spirituality and materialistic life as well. But when it comes to your spirituality, this is going to reflect on your well-being. So those ailments that you had that didn't change, like tiredness or certain elements that were there for quite a long time that you didn't see kind of changing, you know, now this is going to be quite good actually when it comes to that progress, you know. But on another hand, it's going to bring you a highly victorious moment in time when it comes to the difficulties, you know, that you had, and now they're going to bring you stability. It's important because it's to do with your wish, and also it's going to happen at a moment in time when you hear a good news, you know, good news, my gorgeous Libra, about your gain, about your advancement, you know. It's to do with expectations, but it's just going to be even, you know, more important because it's the actual recognition of the certain abilities which is going to come through it, which is going to be even more important than anything else. It's to do with the promotion as well, but also an idea that is going to be remarkable, absolutely remarkable later on. You see, this, my babies, it's your gateway, an important moment in time because it's going to be magical, it's going to be beautiful, and also the whole new dimension you're about to walk into, the whole new door you're about to open. Beautiful, spiritual, powerful, strong, absolutely beautiful when it comes to you, my gorgeous Libra, indeed, because it's going to provide you with an important moment when it comes to homecoming time and happiness, joy, pleasure, because you will start feeling this beautiful moment in time when it comes to peace, love, contentment, and also this is all about the big change that you're going to be thinking about, and you're going to be in that bubble, and that is going to be absolutely wonderful for you at the same time. I like it, I like it, I like it. I do highly need to suggest you to actually get like a dry sage. I know I recommended this before, but it's important because it's going to help you to cleanse your home, and now you're going to be spiritual throughout July and both August. So this is going to help you to get rid of the negative energy within your environment, at your home, work, office perhaps, and also it's going to be rather beneficial to cleanse your own energy with this. Very important indeed. Look at the size of this, is huge. But also it would be great to get for someone, you know, who maybe you need, you think that they need, or for people who kind of like feel very low, for people who feel very down, for people who may be a little bit negative, affected by certain things in life. You can get this for them, for example, as well. If you would like to buy this gorgeous dry sage, then the link is in the description below. And if when you're buying from my channel, you're also supporting this channel as well. But the 17th of July is going to bring you a quite important time when it comes to your own growth, you know, and this is all through your hard work and important progress. Just remember that the 17th and the both 18th also are going to be quite good when it comes to successful dealings, in particular when it comes to return, when it comes to financial situations, and also an important reorganization you're going to become aware of, because you're going to need to start making certain changes here. But this is nothing that is actually going to surprise you. The third important date, my gorgeous Libra, 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 Libra. This is you, gorgeous little butterfly. It's your transformation time, my baby. Okay, so now the 27th of July will be like, oh Lord, you know, it is just basically now you will be acting on the moment in time. Now you will be acting on the time, specifically for the past 4 months. You know, something didn't work out, and now you will put an end to it. This is important, to put your foot on the ground. So it's to do with an abandonment, and you will want to kind of like change something about yourself, change something about your life, change something about your direction. And this is coming from deep within, and it's going to be nothing unusual to feel like it, because remember, 222, very spiritual and very powerful number. So you're going to have this wiseness that it's also going to be rather encouraging in many different ways. So that energy is going to help you to kind of single this out and get rid of it. It's important because somebody kind of like a very special and very significant in your life, it's also going to confirm something to you at the right moment, at the right time, and you're going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to go for it. It's important. And this is going to be absolutely superb when it comes to your spiritual growth indeed. The 27th of July, it's also going to bring you an absolutely remarkable moment when you're going to feel very powerful, you're going to feel really good about yourself, you're going to feel very strong, you're going to feel very honored in many different ways, because this is all about your own capability. You know, you will feel good, you will feel strong, and you will know, my Lord, I'm going to have an amazing reward from hard work, success, and admiration from others. But most importantly, it's time for the ultimate change that is going to be absolutely evident in this moment in time, my gorgeous Libra, and you are going to love it. Okay, so now the very first part of the very first week of July. But before I even go any further, I highly suggest you to get like a malachite, green malachite, my gorgeous Libra. You're going to benefit from it because it's going to help you with your spiritual growth. It's going to help you with your way of thinking. It's going to help you to ground yourself. But most importantly, it's going to be very good and beneficial when it comes to you making important decisions, and also you being able to single things out around you, which directions are the most important for you to pay attention to, because there are going to be quite a few things happening, and this is incredible and very powerful to have when you're going through your own spiritual growth. So this is something I highly recommend you for July and August. It's a malachite, and this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. And at the same time also labradorite. It's a must have to have this. If you didn't get this, you should really. And you can, my cat, and you can get this, and you can basically just keep this next to your bed, because it's going to help you with your dreams. It's going to help you to connect in so many different ways. But also, most importantly, those moments, you know, when we wake up in the morning, like a first couple of minutes, you know, when we open our eyes, we are still part of all sorts of dimensions, and these dimensions are very wise, they're very important, and they're very much so part of multiple dimensions that we'll travel through while we are sleeping, but we just don't remember necessarily. So labradorite is absolutely fantastic when it comes to like being like a little dream catcher, you know, type of thing, because it helps you to connect on a completely different level, and that in return helps you to kind of realize what you need to pay attention to when you have those minds, you know, the very first thing in the morning. Labradorite is a must have. You can also get this on my website. By buying things from my website, you're also supporting this channel as well. well. The very first week of July is going to bring you, it's all about, you felt a little bit negative and sad, just bringing this into one situation here. And it's all about a certain acceptance that it's actually going to take place, an important acceptance, because this is going to be direct reflection on your quality of life. And as soon as you accept this, then the better it's going to be for you to move on. And that in itself is going to shift that negative energy that was holding you down, my gorgeous Libra. It's all connected, and you shall have an important vision, and this is the vision that I was talking about before. Remember when I said that you're going to have a remarkable vision, and this is the vision that is going to absolutely change your life, because it's going to keep you going, but it's also going to make sense so much because it's to do with the practicality and security and doing the right thing. Okay, at the same time, this is to do with the skill, with who you are, and also like a speciality of yours. Like, we're all special and different in a different way, indeed. So this is to do with who you are, what you want to do, and where you want to take your life to be, but by doing things that you want to do and enjoy. Okay, the second part of July is gonna be important. Listen, the second part of July, it's very important to work as a team. Whatever comes across, whether it's the personal problem at home, or whether it's like a group of friends, or whether it's like to do with the work, it's important. Just remember, it's important to work as a group, work as a team. But on another hand, your input is going to be absolutely super significant. So your input, my gorgeous Libra, your sacred Libra, your input will be very important when it comes to the group of people in the mid-July 2020. Very, very important, because it's to do with a certain judgment, but it needs to come from you, because otherwise this group of people are going to jump into some kind of conclusions they shouldn't. Okay, on another hand, the mid-July is also going to bring like absolutely remarkable moment in time when it comes to the actual powerless situation that you felt, and it's going to return and become like a moment of liberation that is going to be remarkable, and it's immediately going to bring you that needed balance. Also, just remember there's somebody very important to you, like a spiritual guru. Again, something is going to be repeating in your mind mid-July, and that there will be an answer. It's going to be on your mind, and you're not going to be able to get rid of this. Something is going to be constantly on your mind, and you heard from your spiritual guru or a spiritual leader or someone you look up to, and that is important because it's going to help you to kind of like with a certain balance by making the right choice. Don't worry, it's all going to make sense, my gorgeous Libra. By the time we get to the last part of July, it's the actual certain authority. It's going to have a very good news for you, and that is going to put a big smile on your face, my gorgeous Libra, and it's most certainly almost immediately going to bring you the reason for the celebration. I don't even know what language that was, but it's at the same time going to be, I think it was meant to be French, but at the same time it's going to bring you the reason for celebration indeed, and that is so good because it's going to bring inspiration, it's going to rejuvenate you, and it's also going to make you realize that a huge, annoying, absolutely unnecessary problem, it's coming to an end. It's all about that important conclusion, and also some important relationships, social relationships are going to take place at the end of July, and you're going to really like it. And some are quite important. It's also about to start walking in your life. Very significant person. It's about to start walking in your life, my gorgeous Libra, at the end of July 2020. On another hand, it's all about the prosperity and the beautiful inspiration and potential. Just watch what an interesting opportunity you're going to have at the end of the month. Watch for an interesting opportunity. It's going to be something really tiny, but when you think about it, it's going to be huge. When you think about it, it's going to be massive. When you think about it, it's going to be absolutely life-changing. But it's going to be tricky a little bit because it's going to seem something like really tiny, but you will see it's going to grow into something absolutely enormous indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Libra, I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you in relationship, Oh, you know what? things are going to change for those of you in a relationship, but in a good way. And the certain fears and worries that you had kind of stopped you with certain planning, you see, and it affected you even more than you possibly think. So now with an unfoldment of events that you're going to have as a couple, you are gonna feel absolutely remarkable, and important continuation is going to take place. But even most importantly, you both are going to make a remarkable decision by the end of the month. By the end of around the end of the month, you're both as a couple going to make a remarkable decision, and this is to do with reaching an important stage of your life, an important stage of your journey, and it's going to do with like being responsible, feeling really good, you know, and only like with the right person you can do this. You see this King of Wands, you're reaching an absolutely significant stage, and you are going to make an important decision. But this is going to be brilliant, it's going to be good, and it's also going to immediately refresh both of you. Important, okay? Say to your partner also to drink as much water as they possibly can. Say to your partner to drink as much as water as they possibly can, my gorgeous Libra. Okay, it will be important to flush out the toxins. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is actually going to happen with those of you that are single and ready to mingy. It's the Page of Cups, you see. This will be quite emotional time that you're actually going to have, my gorgeous Libra, and it is more about not really meeting the love of your life, but it's more about someone very special who is about to enter your life at around the end of July. It's all going to be connected. I will be there in a second, but it's just basically you. For those of you that are single, you know it's going to be a couple of things that are going to take place as well, a bit of a yin-yang situation. Okay, you see the light goes every time when it's something really important. Okay, just a second. Sorry, Libra. Oh Lord. Dun, 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 dun. You see, I will tell you, don't worry. It's just that basically every single time when the light goes, it's something really important. And for those of you that are single and ready to mingy, it's going to be a couple of things that are going to happen. A couple of situations are going to unfold. So yin-yang. So first of all, there are going to be two situations, two people this month. One of them is somebody from the past, you know. One of them is somebody from the past. Hello, how you doing? One of them is somebody from the past, or somebody who maybe you had a naughty one stand or something like that. Maybe you had just kissy, or maybe you just didn't have anything, but it's somebody from the past. You know, for those of you that are single, are going to kind of become the part of your reality, but it's not the right person whatsoever. I'm sorry, because you're going to realize like some kind of like a hidden little danger, but not a horrible danger, but you are going to see this on time. So you will be able to protect yourself indeed. So this is the first thing, to realize who is not kind of meant to be there anymore, because they're just dragging around, maybe you're dragging along, maybe you didn't even have anything, maybe you didn't even have anything to do with this person, but it's just a part of your mind, and you're so strongly connected to this person that you're not allowing anyone else to go in. And this is why this is important, because first of all you're going to realize this, and then at the end of the month, when somebody very important comes into your life, that person at the end of July is going to be directly connected to someone else who's about to walk into your life. You see, it's all connected, and it's all going to be superb, and it's all going to be rather spiritual for you indeed, but most certainly it's to do with your process and its progress, and it's not going to be that long. And this is why I said it's important to learn how to let go. This someone, maybe as I said, you didn't even have anything to do with this person, but it's just like to basically just release them, my gorgeous Libra. It's important, okay? My gorgeous Libra, I love every single one of you, my beautiful spiritual babies. You are gorgeous. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Libra. I'm sending you lots of love, brightest blessings, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Libra. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.